Hello everyone, this is Ashley and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you my sped up version of my natural makeup for the stage in the show The Odd Couple female version by Neil Simon. Here's a couple pictures of our set. So this is basically based on opposite roommates who move in together and how their friends interact with them, and it's just a bunch of crazy antics that happen. This is an adult show, but I thought I would show you guys my more natural stage makeup just in case you're interested in what that looks like. So here you go. Alright, so starting off, I already had a little bit of makeup on from the day, and I'm also eating some cheese sticks. Sorry about that, but I was hungry and it was Sunday. Sunday shows are usually like around 2 o'clock, so I get kind of hungry right before a show. But first I'm going to start off with taking off a little bit of that makeup that I wore earlier today with just a regular makeup wipe. And then it's time to start prepping the face. So first I like to put on this Burt's Bees Coconut and Pear chapstick. I'm obsessed with Burt's Bees chapstick at the moment. And then I'm also going to prep my face by putting on some of this On Your Mark stuff from Formula 10-6, I think is what it's called. But it's just kind of to help get rid of some of this redness of some of the spots that I have on my face. And like I said before, this is going to be more of a natural stage makeup, so it is going to be a little bit heavier than what I would wear outside, obviously, because when you're on stage, you want stuff that stands out, so don't be shocked if it's really dark. Alright, first we got to prime the face. I'm using this Poreless Primer with Tarte and just slapping that all over the face. And more food. Next, I'm going to use some Wet n Wild matte foundation that I bought just pretty cheap and see how it is a little bit darker than my skin tone. That's actually what you want for the stage. You want it a slightly, maybe one, maybe two shades darker than your regular face so that you don't look like a ghost. Because especially if you're like me and you're already pale, you may look like a ghost with the hot lights on you. And the whole point is that you want the audience to see your face, to see your facial expressions, to see your mouth, so that they know and get some of the jokes and all that kind of stuff. They need to see what you're actually emoting. So that's why a lot of the stuff will be darker and a little bit more different than what I would wear normally, obviously. Next thing I'm going to do is just set this matte foundation with some banana powder. It's Photo Focus from Wet n Wild with just a big fluffy brush. I'm going to set that in because we do sweat under those stage lights, so anything to set, anything that's going to be liquid or something of that nature, like cream makeup, stuff like that, you need to set it really, really well. And hopefully that was the last bite because I can't remember. But sorry for eating. But yeah, like I said, I was really, really hungry. So just checking out the foundation in the mirror. We do have a bunch of bright lights there. But I'm going in with this Hoola bronzer from Benefit. I've never used this bronzer before, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. That people use it on a daily basis. And so what you want to do for stage makeup is make a little bit of a contour to your face so at least you don't look like a blank sheet. So I'm going in a little bit darker, like I said, than normal, and some of, like, you know, the hollows of the cheeks, so my cheeks don't just look flat, and then temples and stuff like that make me look a little bit more alive. The next thing we're gonna do, if I can find it in here somewhere, it's tiny, is the NARS blush. Now, blush is another really good way to make sure that you look alive on stage instead of you look dead like a ghost. So blush, pile it on. Plus, this show was actually set in the 80s, so it's okay if we pile on the blush. Now, I didn't get so lucky. I am a cop, and so a cop in the 80s probably wouldn't be extravagant makeup like most regular people in the 80s. So I went back in after the blush and kind of filled in some more bronzer. So I didn't get to go crazy with makeup like my co-stars did, but I did get to wear some dark blush, so I didn't look dead. Alright, next is brows. So my brows are very, very light, especially after makeup's kind of put over them. So I just use this NYX like fill-in pencil with the spoolie brush. and I use that just to kind of make my eyebrows a little bit bigger, a little bit darker. You definitely want to make sure your eyebrows stand out, I feel like, on stage, because you get a lot of emotion and attitude from your eyebrows, so you want people to see your eyebrows. After eyebrows, it's time for eyeshadow. I have this NYX Natural palette. I'm using kind of like a semi-dark color, a pinky color, and then a darker color. So that like semi-dark brown is just going to be right in the crease. I'm just going to buff that in over and over. It's kind of like my base color. And I was talking a lot to other people, so... But then I'm going to take the pink color and kind of sweep it over the entire lid, because like I said, this is the 80s, so I wanted to look a little bit like I was wearing something, you know, super cool. And then I took that darker brown and just put it right in the very corner and a little bit on the edge of my eye, just to make my eyes stand out. That's the whole point. And of course, I really don't need the white, but I don't know, it makes me feel a little better when I put a little bit of white so it doesn't look one solid color. And then I put that under my eyebrows as well, give me a little bit of highlight. So that is basically the eyes, except for eyeliner coming up next. Oh look, no, another bite, because I'm hungry, I guess. Okay. So I'm going to use this e.l.f. Just regular liner here. Just going to do a really thin line on the top. And normally when I wear makeup, I do a thin line on top, and I don't do anything on the bottom. However, when you're on stage, you want to make sure that you do eyeliner on the bottom as well, which is what I'm about to do. This is a Ulta eyeliner, I think. But you want to put black underneath as well, on the waterline and on the lash line, because it helps your eyes not like melt into your skin. So it gives like a line around your eyes for people to see your eyes instead of them just like the white melting into whatever your skin is. So yeah, just little tiny theater tricks that probably are passe at this point, but that's what we do still. So I'm using this, probably can't say it on YouTube, but you saw what it was called, by Too Faced mascara. I've never tried this before. I usually use Tarte with the Man Eater, but it worked pretty well. Made my lashes look a little bit longer because I hate using false lashes. So anything just to make my eyes stand out a little bit more, a little bit of mascara is good. So. And finally, it is time for the lips. So I actually use this Ulta lip liner all over my lips. Like I line my entire lips with it and then fill them in. That helps the color stay, I feel like. And then I use this Ulta just nude is what it's called, just to go over it. I do like to do the lip liner full, because that way if anything happens to the lipstick, the lip liner is still there. And then just set it with some e.l.f. setting spray. So that is the final look for my natural makeup. I do have to do my hair as well, so like I said, it is the 80s, but I didn't get to go all crazy like my co-stars did, because I am playing a cop. I'm supposed to be an off-duty cop, and I'm hanging out with my friends, so, but I just slicked back my hair because I thought maybe that would be what a cop would wear. So that is the final makeup look. So it does look a little darker than my normal skin, but that is what it's supposed to be. So hopefully that stage makeup looks good. Here's some pics of my costume that I never actually did. So I was a cop. I did have a jacket as well with me and my microphone. And then a couple of pictures on stage to show you guys just kind of like the lights hitting my face. You can see there definitely that I stand out a little bit more. You can see my face pretty well. You can see my emotions. So that was my makeup for The Odd Couple. Thank you guys, and see you later.